Okay, so hey everyone. Okay, so it's first thing in the morning here, and these just came across my desk. So these are the new highlighter kind of hybrids from Natasha Denona. Now I've seen it on Instagram. I don't know how it's going to work on me, but we'll give it a go. So the first thing is, let's just perfect the skin. So I'm going to use a couple shades of concealer, and I'm just going to kind of dot it a little bit haphazardly around my face, as you do. Nothing too dramatic, and we'll blend it in with my F4 brush. Look at this, my F4 brush. So this is just to unify the complexion before we go about creating that glass skin. I mean, I don't care about glass skin. I've got very oily skin, so it's the last thing on earth that I want to create on a daily basis, because I create it naturally about 2 minutes after I've washed my face. Nice. Okay. Oh, somebody said, somebody mentioned to me yesterday, but I saw it today. They were talking about my skincare, and they were saying, well, what happens to the skin under your beard? Nothing. I rub it in. What can go there goes there. And they were like, well, why don't you put it on here? Come on. Okay, so let's have a look at the shades. So this is light, pretty. Then we've got medium, which I think is probably the one I'm going to use. We've got dark. I'll swatch them on my hand at the end. And then we've got deep. So there's a couple of ways to apply this. One is to use it just as a highlighter. The other way, which is like on Instagram, buff it all over one's face. The second is to combine the Natasha Denona kind of energizing and hydrating primer serum to it and buff it in. So we're going to do both. One side I'm going to just use the powder. Second side I'll combine. So let's use medium. Let's get a brush, shall we? So here is my lovely brush, and that is the F2. So I'm going to just swirl it into the powder. I don't know what to make of this. This whole section, I'm going to buff it all over, everywhere. So let's have a look. Every nook and cranny. So ironically, it isn't producing the same amount of shine that I actually initially thought it would do. Because when I first swatched it, it was really intense. But with a brush, you're not getting that same kind of pickup. It's still pretty, and it's not for me. No, it's not for me. But you can see, if you want that kind of alien-like finish, this is the way to go. So, very nice, if you like that kind of thing. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll add a couple of drops of this directly to the pan. So I'm going to just apply it kind of, let's get up, just here on the side. And then I'll take that same brush and I'm going to really buff it in. I'm just doing it on the side because I don't know how it's going to react. And now I'm going to buff this all over, and it's creating a lot of glass. I'm one of these people that likes, right, what I'm going to say, matte here and a little bit of shine around the outside corner. It's just too much for me. It's a lot of shine, lovely. God, that's a lot of shine. What do you think? For me, it would be impossible for me to want to go outside like this, because there is, while it is shiny, there is this metallic kind of feel to it. And I don't know if you can see that, and I'm going to point to it. So these are veins that are traveling through my skin, and they are really prominent here in the mirror. I don't know if they're showing on camera. Because we've added that shine, it's picking up attention to areas of the face that I just don't want visible. So for me, it's just not going to work out like that. So let me just swatch these on the back of my hand. Now they've got a really creamy texture to them, and it feels emollient. So that is light. And you can see also that right at the minute, that's in shadow. So the whole purpose of a highlighter is to be in light. So that is shadow. Now as I turn it, there's the light. But as I move it out of the light, it gets dark. That's the problem with highlighters, and why you tend to have to be very careful with how you pick them, because dark, light. So it can look muddy on the skin. The next one I'll swatch is the medium, which is the one I've just used all over my face. I'll swatch that next to it. So there you go, and there we go. You see, dark and light. I'll do it on the second hand. So we'll go for the dark first, which is this shade here. There's the light. There's the light. See how dark it is, or strong it is when it's not in light. And then finally we'll do the deep. That's a really nice deep color. And there's the light. Just trying to rotate it. There we go. Oh, my eyes, I'm so sorry. You think after all these years I'd be at least moderately decent at doing this job, but no. No, I'm shit, which is why no one watches me. Anyway, it's not for me. It's just not for me. It's too much all over, but probably as a highlighter, see, just on the high point, it would be really pretty, or even better, it would probably be really pretty. Yep, as a lid highlighter, it would be really pretty, something like that. But all over, it's not for me. Beautiful product, feels beautiful, looks horrific. No, no. There you go. But as a highlighter, it's beautiful. So I'm going to keep them forever, but not all over. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Bye-bye.